What's up, Joe Lockett Nation? It's me, Andre the Blogger, bringing you the behind-the-scenes scoop of entertainment news. Now, Joe Lockett, we always interview rappers, hip-hop artists, a little bit of singers, but it's not often that we get a chance to interview reggae artists. And if you look at the records, they are just as powerful. We didn't just get any old person who could sing reggae. We got someone who's in a Grammy Award-winning group called the Wailers. My man, my boy, Mr. Dewayne Anglin. Dewayne, one of the questions that our listeners want to know is how do you handle the pressure of being, labeled or considered as Bob Marley and trying to hold on to this Bob Marley legacy?
The pressure really is just a matter of the physical part, right? As far as just being prepared physically, make sure that your vocals is strong enough to carry the performance, and then mentally getting yourself aligned with the message and the music.
I understand that you are on the road for more than 200 nights a week performing. How do you mentally and physically prepare yourself for being on the road for that many days?
Well, you have to try to stay as healthy as possible because we are in a no excuse profession where it's not like you can be sick and be excused from a show. Even I've had to perform shows even where I have ear infections,
Wow.
vocal nodules.
So it seems like you actually put more, pressure on yourself as an artist.
Well, all right, when you're performing, if you're doing your own music, that's a different pressure in its own self. But when you're doing Wailers music, Bob Marley music, there's a legacy that has to be protected and has to be celebrated. So people know all the songs, and people know different instruments. People know even the drum patterns. So you have to be ahead of their expectations. And and the most important thing is the conviction in delivery has to be believable. It can't be forced, it can't be rehearsed, and it can't be monotonous. It has to be something that's natural with the vibrations of the music. As you feel it, you deliver it. But it also has to stay within the realm of the Wailers.
Well, let me ask you this then. I know that Ashton, Family Man Barrett, was one of the main, well, I guess he was with Bob Marley at the time. So with you working with a legend, have you learned anything from him that if you had to leave this journey, you can say, I learned this from Ashton that I will never forget?
Well, this is my sixth year here, and I'm a much different person now than I was 6 years ago, mentally, physically, maturity level, especially musically. No performances. There's not much new to the touring experience to me, no. As far as being able to tour globally with Family Man and with the Wailers, so you learn even a simple interview, how to conduct a simple interview without sparing the performance, because a lot of times you might do festivals and you actually do maybe 45 minutes worth of interviews before a show, which means interviews require your voice, the same voice that you have to use to perform. So you have to develop a system to be able to use your voice sparingly.
Well, my last question, because I know you have to go. There are a lot of young artists who, would love to kind of be where you are. What words of advice, or words of wisdom from just something you've learned in this journey would you give those new artists?
Be the most prepared.
Okay.
Because if you're not prepared for an opportunity, it'll be passed to the next person who is more prepared than you. So your time, the time that you spend waiting for an opportunity, shouldn't be spent pining or complaining. It should be spent preparing, because everybody gets an opportunity. So just make sure when you get yours, you're the best qualified, most suited person for that.
Again, I want to say thank you so much, my brother, for giving us this wonderful interview. It's me, Andre the Blogger, and I've just interviewed Dewayne Anglin, frontman of the Wailers. No woman, no cry. Back to you guys in the studio.